Hi everyone. This is a little bit of a weird video to film. Some of you may have noticed that we haven't uploaded in like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. Some of you probably haven't. Like, oh, I didn't notice, don't care, which is fine. But I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update on what's going on and why we haven't been uploading and things like that. As you can tell, I'm not in my usual surroundings of our flat. And that is just because I'm home this weekend. That's not too telling on the situation, but I'm just going to come out with it and then we can go from there, I think. So a couple of weekends ago, Ash and I had a chat about sort of our future and things like that, and it was becoming more and more clear throughout the conversation that the things that we want in the future don't really align in the way that we thought they might be. It doesn't mean that we don't love each other, because we 100% love each other more than anything, but we decided at that point that it was probably best for us to separate, just because it's really not fair on each other to make one person have to compromise something that shouldn't be compromised. You only get to live once. You shouldn't not be able to do what you want to do with your life, and as sucky as that is, that it doesn't involve the other person, like horrendously sucky, it's, you know, it's what you've got to do. It's not a we would like to, we need to, and it's not a choice that we made lightly. So where does that leave you guys, and where do you stand? Where's our holiday, and what's going on with everything like that? Like, I thought I'd give you a little bit of more information. So even though I am home this weekend, we are still living together for now. Our lease doesn't end until April, so I think we'll probably stay there for pretty much as close to that point as we can get, and then we'll decide, then we'll decide what's going to happen from there, who's going to go where, just because it's quite an expensive place for just one person to be living. Neither of us can really afford to pay for it ourselves, so we thought, while we're kind of civil and we're happy like with each other but not with each other, if that makes sense, that we would just cohabit, co-live, share the flat. So in regards to like our Florida trip, what does that mean? At the moment, I don't know, if I'm being completely honest with you. There's three options that we're gonna kind of work through. We're either gonna be able to go as friends, which is an option. It's just probably one of the less likely options. I go by myself, which is currently looking like, sorry, I'm losing my voice a little bit, hold on. I go by myself, which is looking like probably the most likely option, or I find someone else who can afford to spend that much money on a holiday in such a short amount of time, or I suppose there's another option, I cancel. And the reason I would cancel is another thing I want to talk about. Now, this doesn't necessarily relate to the conversation me and Ash had, but it's like something I've kind of thought of afterwards. So I'm thinking that I'm actually going to apply to go back to Florida to do the year-long program in Epcot. So I'm going to apply basically to follow kind of in the footsteps of what Adam Hatton's doing, what the Christmas Moore guys have done before, and just, you know, leave the UK for a bit, go to Florida, somewhere I love, for a year. It's, you know, it's something I've always thought about redoing, going back and doing another program. And I did think I was a bit old for it, but, you know, you only live once. This is probably the best opportunity I'll ever have to do it. So I'm doing it, I'm applying. I'm not necessarily gonna get it. I would like to think I probably, hopefully will, maybe. Because, I mean, I've got all the, like, I worked in retail for many years as a manager. I've done a program there before, so I'm hoping that my personality is okay. And yeah, I'm kind of really hopeful that that is something I'm able to do. And I'm not sure currently if I want to do a solo trip and then do that, because it's going to be really expensive, and the solo trip is like super expensive, and I'm going to want to go solo. Like, I've been talking about this with Caroline and Becca and Naomi and Steffi, and deciding what I should do. And I think, I'm not entirely sure. I have till February to decide, because that's when I need to pay off whatever part of the holiday I end up paying for. I would quite like to do a solo trip, I have to say, and keep like my upper class seats and just go and do a lot of shopping and a lot of eating and keeping my fancy meals, and just seeing what it's like to go alone for 2 weeks on a trip you've planned to share with someone else. It sounds weird, I'm not sure how it's going to go, but that's kind of where I'm at. So with regards to the YouTube channel, it's like a load of information coming right now. We've both decided that it's something that I really enjoy doing, and Ash does as well, but you know, we've both sat down and decided that it's going to be something that I keep rather than him, which I really appreciate him doing. So what does that mean for the videos? They're gonna look a lot more crap because they're gonna be filmed by me, but Ash is gonna help me with them up until really I move out. He's gonna help me with well, no, not editing. He's gonna help me with like the lighting and the camera setup and getting my own camera equipment, because pretty much everything we use is Ash's. Like, even this camera that I'm filming on now is Ash's. Just borrowed it for the weekend. So yeah, it's an interesting one. It's very up in the air, and I know that like whenever you kind of get a stability of something like a YouTube channel with people that you expect to see on it regularly, when that stops and it changes the dynamic, it's weird. I'm not gonna lie, this is a weird thing. Are we sad? Yes, of course we're sad, but was it like a messy separation breakup? No, definitely not. We're completely on good terms with each other. Like, it's just a shame, but I would hate to think that either of us felt resentful towards the other person for not doing what they want. Like, the things that we can't agree on aren't things that you would really change your mind on, if that makes sense. Like, it's just, yeah, it's a weird one. So yeah, I'm not sure what's gonna happen in the future. We will watch this space and see. I may be spending a lot more time in my parents' house, which I don't mind, because they have a fridge that's always full. It's clean, it's big. I've got a nice big surface of fondue baking videos, so like, it's not the worst place I could go. So yeah, I kind of wanted to update everyone, because I know that everyone's been asking and checking we're okay. We are both okay, like we're both, you know, as okay as you can be. After like kind of coming out of a 6-year relationship that you don't really want to come out of. But I'm looking towards the future, I'm looking up. Things should hopefully be fine. Videos are probably not going to come out as often as they did before, because I'm, you know, trying to learn a load of new skills whilst doing this as well. I still want to release a lot, and that's probably going to more like be on a Friday and then a vlog on a Monday. I think like a weekend vlog, then like a sit down video on a Friday. And I'm going to go through as far as I get with the Disney application with you guys. So I know I've had people ask about it before when I did my series and wanted a little bit more information. Well, I'm going to do another series of me applying now, and obviously if I get it, I'm going to be doing loads of vlogs out there, which is going to be really cool, which means I'll probably be there at some point for Halloween Horror Nights, which I'm not sure how I feel about. Yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. So basically this weekend, this is like the start, like the start of this video, and then I'm gonna film maybe a little bit more this weekend. I'm not sure at the moment. I kind of just want to spend some time with my family and like reflect on things. So I don't know, but I will be keeping the YouTube channel up. I'll still be doing fun Disney things. I may still be going to Florida next year. Hopefully. I have my advanced dining reservations coming up. I'm still gonna do those. I'll do them for 2 people for now, and then if, you know, it's me going solo, I can just remove a person, which is fine. So I will keep you all updated. I really appreciate all the support that we've got while we've been away. You know, a lot of people concerned and just checking that we're okay. I really appreciate that. And now that I feel like I've told you guys, I feel I can get a little bit back onto social media like Twitter and Instagram and be a little bit more present. So thank you for listening, everyone. I really appreciate it, and I hope you will continue this journey with me, and we'll see where we end up. So I'll see you next time. Bye.